Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at 5.
The family of a young child is demanding justice tonight after they say the 15-month-old girl was brutally beaten late last week and has now died from her injuries. Fargo police confirmed they are investigating the case after they were called to the 2300 block of 17th Street South just after 10 last Friday night for an unresponsive child. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley joins us live now from where the girl's family and police say it all happened. Bailey?
Yeah, Andrea, in a GoFundMe for 15-month-old Mika, which was just created yesterday, Mika's aunt Amanda writes, quote, Mika had been horribly abused, burned with chemicals, given alcohol, battered, and raped multiple ways. There are even more horrific details to the torture and murder that I don't want the world to have to suffer knowing, but my family and I keep replaying in our heads. These thoughts will scar us and Mika's young cousins for the rest of our lives. Now, Mika's family says that they do know who caused Mika's death and says that they described them as trustworthy, or so at least they thought. They say that they're absolutely frustrated tonight that nobody is behind bars for this incident. Fargo police tonight saying that this remains an open and active investigation, saying that they're still waiting for both the autopsy and toxicology reports to come back to determine if a crime was committed here or not. Now, Mika's family says that after 4 days on life support, she was taken off and pronounced dead just after 8 o'clock Tuesday morning. Obviously, those wounds are still fresh and they're still grieving, and we're in no place to talk with me on camera today. They do tell me that they hope justice is soon served for a little girl who was taken away far too soon. Live in Fargo tonight, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Bailey. Mika's family has a GoFundMe set up for hospital and lawyer fees. You can find it on our VNL News app. Just click on this story. For anyone traveling this evening, let's check out the forecast so you know what to expect. Nathan, how's it looking?
Yeah, Andrea, good news is for those folks getting their Thanksgiving preparations done tonight, things are quiet right now. I want to take a look at the time lapse from a beautiful setting sun. Our Home of Economy Skycam in Grand Forks shows those skies did clear out there around 4 o'clock and gave way to this beautiful, colorful sunset there around 4:45 or so. That sun did set, but beautiful colors there. And we are seeing just a few thin clouds right now in Grand Forks, and this is a live look now at that Home of Economy Skycam in Grand Forks. So yes, seeing some clear sky there above some of those lower clouds. But the clouds did hang on today a bit longer than I hoped they would, and that kept our temperatures muted and still keeps our temperatures, though, fairly stable. 5 o'clock now, we're seeing 20s up into Roseau, Thief River Falls, 20s through Lakes Country, 30 right now in Grand Forks. And the warmest air today was in the Devil's Lake Basin and Jamestown. Both of those areas did squeeze out lower 40s for those high temperatures. Now, current wind gusts are out of the south around 10 to 20 miles per hour, and this will help to keep our temperatures fairly steady for this evening, but we do expect some snow showers possibly for our Thanksgiving Day. Andrea, that's the one thing we have to watch for, so of course we'll break that down coming up here in a couple minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. A 71-year-old man will spend the next 15 years in prison after pleading guilty to multiple child sex crime charges. Ernest Bollinger of Lisbon was arrested in October and charged with 6 counts of gross sexual imposition in both Ransom and Lemoore counties. Court documents say some of the assault cases date back to the 80s, but also include more recent incidents in 2018 where he sexually assaulted a 9-year-old boy in Ransom County. When Bollinger is released from prison, he will be on supervised probation for the rest of his life. Authorities are investigating after a man is found shot to death outside a home in Beltrami County. The sheriff's office was called to a home in rural Cass Lake a little before 10 last night. The man was dead when they arrived. Now the Minnesota BCA is investigating. Authorities say it appears the man was targeted. Police say speed looks to be a factor in a rollover near Prairiewood Golf Course in South Fargo. They got the call just after 9 last night about a crash that took out a couple of brick mailboxes. It happened in the neighborhood on the east side of the golf course. Officers say it appears the car was speeding when the driver lost control and rolled. Firefighters had to work to get the driver out of the wreck, but his injuries are not believed to be serious. A shed is destroyed after a fire broke out in a backyard this afternoon. It happened in the 3000 block of 1st Street North in Fargo. Officials say someone tried to light a propane heater when some of the gas from the tank splashed on him and ignited some flammable material in the shed. No significant injuries were reported. Like so many other things in 2020, Black Friday shopping will be different this year as COVID-19 cases are on the rise across the city. Valley News Team's Kelly Hubbard tells us when retailers will have their doors open and what you can expect.
Black Friday started early this year as businesses in the Valley spread out their deals online and in stores, days ahead of the traditional shopping event. But the highly anticipated day is days from being over.
We're kind of just celebrating the whole week as Black Friday and encourage people to come shop early, shop later, and just take advantage of all the awesome sales.
Nikki DiConcini with West Acres says the mall will be closed on Thanksgiving this year, opening back up at 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday.
Do you have any idea how many people will show up? Maybe Friday?
It's so hard this year with current traffic trends. We're not worried about having any crowding issues with that. And so we're always remain vigilant on our safety protocols.
She says there's going to be distancing guides throughout the stores and are requiring you to wear a mask or face shield if you have a medical condition.
There are limited doorbusters from what I'm hearing from Best Buy and Macy's, but they anticipate those going a little bit longer. They're also doing a lot of buy online pickup in store, curbside.
Downtown this week, we are doing Plaid Friday, which is our version of Black Friday.
Rachel Prazak with the Downtown Community Partnership says people are encouraged to wear plaid to unlock special discounts.
And it's the balance between come, but also, be safe and social distance. We don't want anyone getting sick. Yes, we do hope that people come out and support our small businesses.
Adding the new holiday headquarters right off of Broadway in Fargo is a great place to buy gift cards, take photos,
So you can come, take selfies,
and get your gifts wrapped. If you are waiting to get into a store, there will be warming hut stations with heaters so the cold doesn't turn you away from the best deals. In Fargo, Kelly Hubbard, Valley News Live.
To stay up to date with the latest hours and events happening around town ahead of the holidays, make sure you download our free VNL News app. President Donald Trump today pardoned former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, taking direct aim in the final days of his administration at a Russia investigation that he has long insisted was motivated by political bias. Flynn is the second Trump associate convicted in the Russia probe to be granted clemency by the president. Trump also commuted the sentence of longtime confidant Roger Stone. Many continue to wonder where their next meal will come from, and it's been especially difficult during the pandemic. Valley News Live has partnered with the Great Plains Food Bank to help those in need. In 2019, the Great Plains Food Bank served more than 100,000 people. So far in 2020, the food bank has seen a 45% increase in need. And as the need grows in the community, so do the funds necessary to help those individuals. They're asking you to give in any way that you can, saying any amount will make a difference.
And so when you add in COVID and the pandemic issues, people need a little more help than they ever have before. And we're seeing a lot of people turn to us for the very first time in their lives. And this is such a great opportunity to give back during this week of Thanksgiving season. There's a lot of people that are very grateful for the family that they do have and that they can meet with and the food on their tables. And we have a lot more North Dakotans going without, and it's a great time to step forward and help.
You can get involved by downloading our free VNL News app. Just look for the virtual food drive and then click to donate. It's time to pile your pandemic posse into the car and check out the holiday lights at Lindenwood Park in Fargo. The 22nd annual Holiday Lights event opens tomorrow night at 5:30 and runs through December. You'll find more than 85 displays this year, the most they've ever had. The Sertoma Club runs the show and donates the money to local charities. Still to come, inmates scamming the system, how they pulled off a staggering amount of fraud as COVID was hitting the nation.
And in Fargo, some clouds hanging on with south winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Keep our temperatures in the 30 degree range for us this Wednesday evening. And then in Grand Forks, seeing some of that clear sky out there. So some thinner clouds, but still temperatures holding on near 30 for your Thanksgiving preparations. Of course, we'll break down that full Thanksgiving forecast next.